fell down there from what I'm told one time. They had to get the search over there.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode On the Trail. Today, we'll be tackling Odessa and Doran Canyons just outside of Barstow, California. I'm your host, Austin Stobaugh with Carbon Off-Road, and today I'm here with my fiance, Courtney Schipper with Carbon Off-Road, and Jeremy Ricks with Disciple Off-Road. One of my favorite things about Barstow is it has a little bit of everything. We have desert race course just a few minutes away. We have these beautiful canyons behind us that we're about to go wheel. Whether you're coming from SoCal and Los Angeles, from Vegas, or somewhere in between, everything is very close and accessible right off the 15 freeway. Odessa and Doran Canyons are the flagship trails out here in Barstow, California. They have a little bit of everything. So we have some hard ledges and some definite wheeling trails ahead of us. Myself and Courtney have never done the trails, but Jeremy has. Jeremy, what are we up against today?
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun trail today. Odessa and Doran Loop Canyon offer great wheeling. There's some fun ledges. We're gonna have some big rocks to crawl around and some really cool canyons to kind of crawl through. So it's gonna be a lot of opportunities for us to get out and spot each other. Obviously we wanna be safe today and take our time.
Speaking of trail difficulty, we brought 3 bad Jeeps with us today. I have a 2009 JKU. It's got custom suspension, a little bit of everything. It might be a little wide and hang up a couple spots on this trail, but I'm pretty sure those 40-inch Nittos can get me through. So we'll see how it goes. But Courtney, what did you bring today?
I brought my 2002 Jeep TJ. It's got a rock crawler stretch and I'm running 37-inch Trail Grapplers. I'm a little concerned about how wide I am. We'll see, specifically on some of the narrower parts of the trail, but I'm looking forward to it. It's an old Jeep, but it can keep up.
And I know ours look similar as in 4 doors, but I think they're a little different. So Jeremy, what did you bring?
I'm gonna be in a 2014 Jeep JK. We're gonna be on an Evo Manufacturing bolt-on coilover kit wrapped in Evo Manufacturing armor. We're gonna be running a full PSE steering kit, pushing 37-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers on some ATX slab B-locks. Awesome. And with some RPM steering links.
If you've seen any of the On the Trail episodes, you know there's some necessities you should definitely bring anytime you go off-roading. Food, water, sunscreen, and usually spare tires. I think Jeremy's the only one with a spare tire today. Courtney and I personally don't run spare tires with ours. We do have some faith in our tires, but we also bring about 300 tire plugs and some baling wire to sew up anything we might come across. Courtney, is there anything else you could think we might need today?
Important stuff is recovery gear. For trails like this, winches. All 3 Jeeps have winches, which is a plus. The idea is you want to have it and hope that you don't need it. So let's hope today we don't need them.
Jeremy, anything else you could think of?
Yeah, in addition, I usually try to pack a tool bag that covers kind of all your basic parts. You know, to change an axle shaft, repair a drive shaft, all your kind of basic tools, because stuff does come loose on the trail, you know, for bumpy roads, hitting the rocks. So it's always good prepared to be able to do a quick trail fix if needed.
Well, I think that's it. That's enough talking. It's about 35 degrees out right now with a little wind. It is cold, so let's go start these Jeeps up and get wheeling, guys. I'm liking this a lot. It's been like 100 feet. So I think this is the biggest waterfall we're gonna go up, right? So this is like the official gatekeeper.
Correct. This is gonna be the first biggest obstacle we're gonna hit going in. So this is kind of like the feeler. If you can get up this, you're gonna be just fine on this obstacle or this trail.
If you struggle too hard, maybe good spot to turn around here. If you've made it through this, but don't feel comfortable going up that, then good spot to turn around. You can kind of see main line really dark. I'm thinking hitting driver tire in this area. Like you said, nice kind of wall to drive up, and then passenger will just kind of do the climb. And so I'll get up, and then if you guys want, I can just get up and get to like that wall there, and I can run back and just make sure that you guys we're all clear, especially just because your lockers aren't working. I'll just make sure that you got good tire placement.
I mean, the Jeep has 112,000 miles actually on it. I'm still running OEM stock e-lockers. They finally just decided to retire on me. You know, they wear out over time, so I'm actually surprised it actually lasted that long. Doesn't mean you can't wheel without lockers.
You could kiss the hardtop there. That was pretty close up.
Yeah, it's definitely tight. All right, Jeremy, so I'm just gonna spot you through here just to make sure. I think you'll clear that soft top just fine, but I'll just keep an eye out for you. Woo! That's the tight spot right there. You might actually just be touching the fiber of the soft top. Yeah. Now straighten out a little bit, right there. Yeah, just like that. Back up like a foot. I'm gonna throw one rock in this hole. That way it doesn't push you over so much.
This is all part of the fun, man. Taking our time, just it's hard without lockers, so my front's wanting to spin up here and I'm not gripping up on this little ledge right here, so we'll get out either way. If you get a little body damage, it is what it is.
So Jeremy's got, with the no lockers, he doesn't need one, but right now it just slid him off to the rock and we're trying to avoid as much body damage as possible. So what I'm gonna do is hook to the high side corner and try and winch the front down, which will in turn pull the back corner that's touching the rock away. And then once that line's good, we'll just pull them up through that one little section and we'll be good to go. Come up. Easy peasy. It's like cheating. Said 2 doors with that much travel is like cheating. She can maneuver around rocks that us 4 doors can't. I struggled, Jeremy struggled, Courtney one-shots it. Like, what was the issue?
You have room, but it's tight.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
You have a tape measure in your Jeep.
I do.
It'd be fun to just pull tape and see how wide that is.
Yeah.
So this section right here is called Pucker Pass, and obviously that's why right there. It's about a 20-foot washout on your driver's side if you're coming up, or obviously passenger if you're going down. Courtney's actually got a tape measure. We just, out of curiosity, we're gonna see how wide that trail is right there. That's the main line. We're gonna possibly see what a bypass feels like here through this shaly stuff, but it's pretty loose, so we're gonna see what we can do and hopefully get Jeremy up first so he's got a winch just in case one of us needs it. And we'll kind of just assess from there. Okay, and the other question is right here. So go up to that wall right behind Jeremy there. Check how wide it is here as you come across that. Yep. Okay, so 88 is about the narrowest it got with dropping down a little bit in there. So I think at 92, I have to at least try the bypass first. Let's get you up to the top so we have a winch line up there. Yep. And then I'll try that one. And if it's not gonna happen, then I'll just come back around and we'll make it happen.
Sounds good.
Yeah. We're not turning around, that's for sure. Turn up, like that. Start to turn back, just there. A little bit passenger, yep. Stay passenger, yeah. Like that. Okay, come, turn. Right there, turn more, yeah. Nice and slow. Turn into it just a smidge, yep. Nice and slow, Jeremy. Hey, hold up. Shimmy the wheel, see if it'll drop that passenger corner. Turn it that way more. Yeah. Hold. Turn all the way that way. Your tires are planted, but that Nitto's got too much grip. Okay, turn down now to get your tire off. Turn more. That's the worst of it right there. You're gonna straighten out. Come up, a little more, turn. Hard. Yeah. Now back. There you go. You're good. You're all the way across.
Really, the only way that I can see this happening is if he makes it up the loose bypass. If he can make it up, I could probably make it up. Austin can't make it up. I don't even know if he's going to be able to make it through this. We'll see. So the drama will unfold.
Yeah.
See if you can grab it. Go hard passenger, you can grab it again. There you go. Good. Cool. Start straightening out a little bit. Perfect. Nice. Good. Good. Go a little driver. There you go. Keep getting trying to lock it. There you go. A little passenger.
Passenger?
Yep.
Look out! Yeah. Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you. Great spotting.
No, no problem, man.
I wasn't listening at first. You're like, passenger? I'm like, yeah, okay, driver. And then you're like, passenger! I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Because you were about to slip off or just fall, like throw your finger right into the rock. So.
After seeing that, I think my gut is telling me to do the same line as Austin. But today I'm hoping to not be puckering.
Now Courtney's plan is she's gonna take the TJ and come up the same line I just went up, because she's probably 5 or 6 inches wider than Jeremy. She can sometimes question herself, but when she gets behind the wheel, she rocks it pretty good. All right, just back up and try and just bump into it. Roll, go, 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 roll it. There it is, there it is. Kurt, driver. Oh, you're on it. You're coming, you're cresting the front right now. There you go, nice. You're gonna need more gas than that. Those RPMs up a little. Yes, so close. There it is, there it is. Slow, yeah. Yeah, hey, slow, super slow. That rear's coming down. Woo!
It's just scratches. We call these badges of honor.
All right, we're here at the Calico Mines and we just wrapped up a quick little lunch and explored some mine shafts here. We had a great time on Odessa Canyon and we're about to drop into Doran Canyon. So Jeremy, you actually had to pull a winch line and you were laying on the top a little bit. So what was that all about?
Without working lockers, I lost some traction there. I was just spinning some tires. So instead of sitting there just kind of beating on it and we got the door pretty much on the rock face. So just took the opportunity to pull some line. It's never wrong to ask for some help and pull winch line when you need it. That's why we have the tools.
When we kept moving, we got to Pucker Pass and you were able to take the main line on Pucker Pass. How did that feel for you in the driver's seat?
Well, it's always a nerve-wracking. I'm not a fan of heights by any means, but it is pretty tight, and I am on stock JK axles with wheels that have 3.5-inch back spacing, so I am still a little bit wider than a stock Jeep, but definitely was enough room to get by.
Right.
And I guess the trick for that for me is just focusing on my spotter and not really looking down off the ledge, and you know, it's more of a mind game on that point, so it's nice just to focus on your spotter, trust him, and obviously it worked out well.
And don't be alarmed or worried about our type of builds having issues on this kind of trail. We're probably a little overbuilt for this and maybe a little too wide. So most Jeeps with a 35-37 that's a reasonable width would probably get through most of these obstacles unscathed. Courtney, when you came up to Pucker Pass, you had two options. You could either follow Jeremy through the main line, or you could take the bypass. And explain to me why you chose the bypass over the main line.
I took the bypass because knowing that my Jeep is wider than Jeremy's and seeing that his driver's rear tire was, you know, pretty much on the edge at one point, I just didn't want to put myself or my vehicle in that situation with that much consequence. So I just decided to take the bypass because I felt like that was better for my rig.
So we're about to drop into Doran Canyon here. And Jeremy, what are we looking at on our way out of here?
Yeah, so since we kind of came out of the canyons, we're gonna drop back down into them. We have another waterfall we're gonna be going back down and start hitting those canyons again with the big boulders and kind of do some more crawling and stuff. So a lot more good willing ahead, so it's definitely not over, and it's gonna be a good time.
Awesome, let's go.
Do it.
Let's hit it. Looks like you could either come left over here and kind of just drop both tires down.
I'm about it. Let's do it.
Walk this and see what we got going on before we get ourselves in there and possibly wedge ourselves between two rocks. This is cool. Yeah, go up it. Either way, I think, yeah, we're good. All the flex.
Gatekeeper that everyone comes to Calico to do.
Correct. You come down, hug this wall here, and you would turn up it, and then the rear had to float over. And then once you're there, you just had to transverse those. I think coming down would actually be harder. If we really wanted to spend some time on it, we could tackle it.
I think we get out of here and go get some food and drinks. That sounds pretty good to me.
I would say we had a great day. Let's finish it on a great note and not have a bunch of body damage and be stuck here for a couple hours. So we're here at the end of Doran Canyon. We just finished it up. Great fun trail. Got to see some fun obstacles. We did take a look at the Gatekeeper. We decided it's probably not good for today. Run a little short on time, and we all kind of agreed, let's end this on a high note. My favorite part of today was being in some of those tight canyons, just having vertical walls you know, hundreds of feet above the Jeep. Beautiful area. I'm really glad we were able to explore it. Honestly, Jeremy, what was your favorite part of today?
I actually had a great time, believe it or not, when I actually got stuck against a rock wall. Just because the aspect of, you know, getting a pickle sometimes, it is what it is, it's part of wheeling. But it was fun to, you know, work together, have you guys run some winch line to me, and kind of work as a team.
Yeah.
That's kind of the fun part for me is, you know, having good friends on the trail and working together to get out of a situation. So that was actually a fun part of it for me.
And a successful recovery is always awesome.
Absolutely.
It's an awesome feeling to be in a tight spot and get out of it without any major damage. Courtney, what was your favorite part of today?
I loved really everything about today. My favorite part was probably going through those really tight canyons with only this much amount of sunlight coming through. It was pretty crazy, but also really cool at the same time.
After a great day of wheeling, we're all gonna head back to Barstow. We're only about 30 minutes away from our hotel, grab a bite to eat and maybe a drink. But if you do feel adventurous, this is all BLM land, so dispersed camping is absolutely allowed. Just be mindful of where you do camp. Try not to camp in the middle of a trail and be cautious of, you know, flash floods. Be mindful of where you are and just be safe when you do camp out here. I want to thank Driving Line and Nitto Tire for having us out here today. We had a blast. I want to thank Courtney Schipper and Jeremy Ricks for coming out, being such a great team and helping us through this trail, spotting me through some hard obstacles. Guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know where we should go next. We don't know all the trails out there, but we definitely want to go adventure some more, and we will see you on the trail.